Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 111 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And today we could book our spot in the final four of the Champions League as we go away to Arsenal, protecting our 2-0 lead from Villa Park in the first leg. And then it's away at Stoke, a little bit of a banana skin. It's not many games to go in the league season left. Our two away games are the two big banana skins. Stoke away, who are 7th, and of course Liverpool, who are 8th. But it's Stoke today, and hopefully we'll get a result there. Now, just the one game since last episode in between the two legs of the Champions League quarterfinal, and it was Blake Scully that got the 1-0 win for us. To be honest, it was as comfortable as a 1-0 win can be. We had chances, we didn't quite take them. We dominated possession. Messi, he's coming towards the end of his career. He's, of course, retiring at the end of this year. I want him to go out with a bang, but it's just not happening for us. But anyway, it was Blake Scully, good goal there to get the win for us. And if we look at how the league table stands ahead of the Stoke game here, you can see we had a massive result because Manchester United beat Manchester City, which was the better result for us because City were closer. So we've got a 4-point gap over them, 3-point gap over Man United, but Man United's form, we saw they beat us. They've been fairly imperious, certainly in recent times. Just that maybe slip up against Blackburn, a couple of draws. You can see they drew at home to Stoke, so Stoke's not going to be easy. But yeah, 4 games to go, 3 points clear. That's going to be exciting. But let's go and have a look, first of all, at what we have up against us here in the Champions League at Arsenal. Now, we are the favourites for this one. Yeah, we've got a decent record against them, certainly in recent times. This is what we're expecting. Unai Emery, they're a balanced mentality. It's a manager to say Unai Emery. Balanced playing mentality, standard playing style. We know all about them. Hendricks, if their striker, if he plays, is just absolutely rapid. There's their heat map. They did beat Spurs last time out again, when we played Swansea, obviously they were playing Spurs. So that was a good result for them. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Nepo, Rodrigo, Forster and Kostic as the back four. AR comes into play in the DM role with Leroy and Silla. Rashid and Marin get forward, and Enrique is going to go up front in the Messi role. We do have Messi on the bench, but like I say, his form hasn't quite come back just yet. So we're going to give Pedro Enrique. He's the new Messi. Let's see if he can do it. Now, of course, if you remember back to last episode, our attacker Rodrigo picked up a bit of a knock, so he's out for this one, which is why you don't see him on the bench at all. There we go. So they are playing as expected. This is huge. I'm starting to get the nerves building up here. We should challenge them to go out there and prove a point. I expect nothing but keep our win here, keep our good run going. We can't allow complacency. We're starting again, boys. It's a brand new game. If we can get some away goals here, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? But, yeah. An away goal would just about... We'd really have to mess up there, wouldn't we, not to go through to get that away goal. I'm really, really curious to see how Enrique does in the deep-lying forward role up there, sort of in the Messi role, let's call it. Because he is sort of the player we've picked to come in. There's a good ball. Marin just over the bar. If we're going to sort of persist with this sort of formation, which I think it's something that we kind of need to do against better teams, we need someone to come in there and play it as close to Messi as possible. Here goes Marin with a good chance. A free kick, there it is. There's the away goal. What an effort from Marin. 11th goal of the year. That is absolutely massive. Huge, huge, huge goal. 3-0 now with the away goal as well. It's a good free kick, isn't it? Oh, it's a really good free kick. Could the keeper have maybe done a little bit better? It wasn't quite tucked in the top corner, but it was good. It was good nonetheless. So there we go. We need to keep our concentration here. They need to score 4. Kostic just headed that away. Not particularly well, though. Here we go. Chan. Come on, boys. Come on. Seem to be marking up relatively well. If we can nick it, perhaps... Oh, the fact it's a highlight, something's going to happen. They've walked straight through us, and it's 1-1. They've scored straight away, and that is absolutely infuriating. Demand a bit more, because that was not good. It's Sporting Lisbon flashbacks, isn't it? They've just walked straight through us. We've got sucked into the ball, and there you go. Not much guys can do about that. The good thing is that we, as I said, it's an away goal for us. So we do need to still defend though, guys. You can't just sort of sit back on your deck chairs and admire the away goal. Come on, boys. All right, here we go. Leroy. Back for AR. What's he going to do? In for Leroy. Marin. We've got an overlapping Nepo. Should he be overlapping so far? Possibly not, because he's lost out there. He gets back quick though. He is rapid, so... This is starting to make me a little bit nervous here, guys. Oh, Forster's read that like a book. Well done. Excellently cut out. Here goes Silla. Can we launch on our own counter-attack here? Rashid. looking for his 20th goal of the season already. Oh, that's a good ball from Marin. That's a cracking ball from Marin. Oh, Antonio Marin, not the double. It's back to 2-1. It's a second away goal, and that is really, really good. I mean, the fact we have one away goal, it doesn't really matter after that because if it's a tie, we're going to win. So I guess away, it doesn't necessarily matter that it's an away goal anymore, but it's a good ball from Pedro Enrique, wasn't it? If that's what he can do, then long live the new Messi. That was a really good pass. All right. Marin, of course, now on a hat-trick. 2-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. There should be, assuming we see this out, a draw before the Stoke game, I think it is. So we will hopefully get to find out our next opponent should we get there. Kosic back for Marin. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Just let it go, Kosic. Oh, there's no need to do that. We would have taken a throw. Marin is just having an absolute storming game, and it was, tell you what, not before time. We really needed him to step up here for us. He's our only real left winger. We have Grealish on the bench who can cover it, and we do, of course, have Blake Scully who played there against Swansea and did quite well, got the goal. But until Rodrigo comes back, Marin is our only real recognised left winger. I think in hindsight, I've sort of messed up our transfers a little bit because if you remember, Andre Green left. He was unhappy. He wanted to be a first-team player. And he was sort of the third choice left and right. And then we had that young Portuguese guy that we signed. Then we ended up selling off to, what do we say to this? Probably don't get complacent. That we sold off to Southampton. And it was big money. But then, so I ended up kind of selling our third and fourth left wing guys when we didn't need both of them. But we probably needed one of them in hindsight. So, that was a little bit of a mess up on my part there. So we'll have to try and address that in the off-season, I think. Because, I mean, maybe we can use Scully as a third choice on the left side, and then we have sort of Walker and Nick Roberts as sort of second and third choice on the right. But, like I said last episode, the problem with those guys is that they're good players. They're good sort of backup players, but if something happens to Rashid... Oh, it's good intervention there by Nepo. They're not really... They're sort of 2.5 star players, which is a sort of a solid Premier League player. But they're not really good enough. They've gone over the top there. Oh, they've caught us out. They've just hoofed it 40s offside. Okay, that's fair enough. I can accept that he was in behind us if he was offside. It was just a hoof forward, wasn't it? If that's what they've been reduced to, then we have absolutely nothing to worry about here. Would have liked we did a little bit better to defend it, to be honest, but it's okay. We'll give it another concentrate. The defense isn't ideal right now. A bunch of 6.7, 6.6 now for Kosic. Concentrate here, please, boys. Out to the edge of the area. Can we get in front of it? It's bent in, and Gaz is... Oh, he spilt it. Should he just have been tapping it over the bar? Let's have another look at it. It was a decent effort, but I just think... I think Gaz has gone to catch it. Has he? Or has it hit the crossbar? It's hit the crossbar. There's not much Gaz can do in that case then. Yeah, that's a little bit unlucky. All right, let's show some passion here, boys. Come on. Silla's not having a great game. It's 2-2 on the night, of course. 4-2 in aggregate. Now, they need 3 goals, so they're unlikely to do that here, aren't they? I don't really see a need to change anything just yet, if I'm honest. What I'm really cautious of doing here is match fatiguing players that are on the bench, so unless we actually need to do something... I don't think I'm going to change anything because we do have, as I said, this Stoke game coming up very, very quickly after this one. We're going to want Grealish to play in that one in place of Silla. So I don't really want to bring him on, even though Silla's not having a great game. Here goes Marin on a hat-trick, of course. What can he do? Antonio Marin, he walks in. Oh, it's bouncing around. Leroy has it. He looks for Nepo. Can he get it in? He does. Oh, it's a great first-time cross, and it's well claimed by their keeper. Now, was that the highlight? Or are they just going to continue to make this a little bit nervy for us? What we might look to do, perhaps, is, after this highlight, just sit our fullbacks back a little bit. Nepo's there. Is he going to do something stupid? No, he's got it back to Gaz. Out for Forster. Well played out at the back, boys. Forster spreads it. This is nice, isn't it, to Rashid. Rashid, can he find Marin or Henrique? He's looked for Marin on the hat-trick. It's Antonio Marin with the hat-trick. 13th goal of the year, and that is now the tie done and dusted. 3-2 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate, and we are going back to the semi-finals. Let's throw some praise for him for that one. That was really good. Nepo intercepting a pass on the left, back to Mosley, back out to the right, back to the left. That was just excellent stuff, wasn't it? Using the full width of the pitch. Arsenal, it's too good for them. It's too good for most teams. Was he offside? I mean, he wasn't because the goal was given. Oh, he's well onside. Well onside. So there we go. An Antonio Marin hat-trick. Love me a bit of that. And that is Arsenal out of the Champions League. A little bit of redemption. Of course, they knocked us out at this stage 2 seasons ago, I think it was. But our defence of the title will carry on into the last 4. I think... I'm trying to remember now. I think there was a Dortmund-Sevilla tie, wasn't there? So ideally, we'd get the winner of that. Obviously, there's not going to be any real bad teams at this point, but I think that would be the favoured tie, wouldn't it? Chan's gone a long way there. It's a stunning goal, to be fair to him. 3-3 on the night now, but I mean the tie's dead. It's a shame, if we don't win on the night. That's a little bit of an annoyingness, but we can deal with that. We can deal with that if we're in the hat for the quarterfinals, can't we? AR's done quite well coming into the DM role for Tonali. Alright, can we snatch a late winner? Silla knocks it in. Who's there? It's straight at the keeper. I think it was Forster that got there. But this is it. We're over the stoppage time that was allocated. And when you're ready, ref, there it is. We're into the last 4. Thank you, Antonio Marin, for that. And there we go. Just about deserved as well. So really, really good performance. I'm going to say it was a bit of a let-off. Because it wasn't peak, was it? It was Marin and 10 others. So there we go. The first leg triumph helps us past Arsenal. It was a good result in the first leg. So that definitely helped. If we were winning at home with the clean sheet, it was always going to be difficult for Arsenal from there. So there we go. We're into the semi-finals. Marin was absolutely sensational. And guys, wait right there. We'll be back. It's a massive, massive game in the league next up against Stoke. Actually, before that, we'll come back for a semi-final draw. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the semi-final draw of the Champions League. It's Liverpool, it's us, it's Jose Mourinho's Manchester United, and it's Borussia Dortmund. Anybody but Jose Mourinho's team. I hate playing his team so much, and there's nothing sure than that's who we're going to get. Borussia Dortmund, please. Any second. Here it is. This is us, isn't it? It's going to be us. It's Borussia Dortmund, so it's Liverpool. And it's most likely going to be Manchester United in the final, isn't it? Because you would imagine they would get the better of Borussia Dortmund. It's another English team. As I said last time, I don't like playing, it doesn't matter if it's English or but teams from the same country in Europe. It just seems so anticlimactic. But there it is. It's Liverpool. We're away from home in the first leg, which is probably a good thing. If we can get some away goals there, that will be fine. But look at this. We've got Liverpool 3 times in a row now. So that's, we're going to get sick of playing Liverpool, aren't we? But anyway, guys, let's get to the Stoke game. Alright, here we go. We are at Stoke, ready to hopefully get 3 points. Now, Manchester United have already played. They've already won. They are now top on goal difference. Their goal difference is, 8 better than ours. And with only 3-4 games to go, we're going to do well to run that down. So, we need to be ahead of them at the end of the year. The goal difference isn't going to work for us, unfortunately. Now, let's have a look at what we're expecting here. They're a passing, attacking team, which isn't really what you expect from Stoke, but Michael Laudrup is the manager. And just have a look at what we see here. They drew 3-3 last time out. There will be goals, I suspect, in this one. There's their heat map. Maybe we can get down the sides of them. That tends to be our strength in any case. There's their passing network and the key passes. You can see they're not, for a passing team, not afraid to go a little bit more direct. Now, this is the team we're sending out now. We have a lot of match fatigue players who've come through a very, very busy spell of games. So this is the team that we have. Marin is match fatigued, but we have to play him pretty much because we don't really have any other options. So Gaz Mosley continues in goal. It's Dali, Thor, Chambers and Kosic as a back 4. AR continues in the DM role. Grealish with his bruised ankle, he should be fine. He comes in to play alongside Silla in midfield. It's Rashid and Marin. It's Leo Messi up top because, again, Pedro Enrique match fatigued. We do have, Almeida and Labadovic on the bench. So if we need to put in number 10, if Messi isn't working out, for whatever reason, we do have the ability to change things and kind of match up their formation there. But yeah, this formation has worked for us for most of the year. You can see here we can effectively secure Champions League football for next year. We're going to do that eventually anyway, so that's not really our concern here. Play your game and you'll win. Let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, this is absolutely huge given that Manchester United have already won. We cannot afford to slip up here. We can't afford to lose. A draw, we could probably, given that it's one of our tougher games left, but yeah, we really want to try and get 3 points here. Just keep Manchester United at arm's length. As I said, although 3 points, it's a 2.5 point gap because of the superior goal difference. I've just hit get creative there as this highlight started. AR, it's there, it's Marin, and he couldn't, for the 4th time this episode, find the back of the net. Like I said, he is match fatigued, so I don't know how well he's going to play here. Ball in for the corner. Gaz claims that very, very well and rolls it out for Callum Chambers. What are we going to do here? Back for Mosley. Mosley looks for it out there to Marin. Marin turns. Can he find Messi or somebody of equivalent ability? Come on. Marin rolls it in for Messi. What can Messi do for Silla? Silla, he finds Jack Grealish. Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. Have it, Grealish. Oh, it's horrible. It's not a good finish from Jack Grealish. Oh, are we going to have a nervous off day here? Come on, boys. Let's put a bit of pressure on here. We are looking to counter-press them. They do score a lot of their goals from through balls, so we're sitting a little bit deeper, but you can see our lines are close together. We want to try and stop them playing through us if we can. Ideally, kind of force them to go long. We should get that. We do. Look at that. Darley's read that like a book. Go on, Petter. Go on, Petter. Pick your pass, mate. Pick your pass. He does. It's a good one. Rashid, pull it back, mate. Pull it back. He goes himself. Second time of asking. Rashid gets his 20th goal of the year. Oh, he should have rolled it back. That was really, really selfish. But we got the goal in the end, and that's what counts. We'll demand a little bit more of that when we can. But look at this. It was a really good Petter Darley there. He's intercepted it back here. Picked his pass. And look at this. You've got to square that, mate. You've got to square. Was it Messi standing there begging for it? Who was there? It was Messi. But in the end, selfish Rashid has got his 20th goal of the season. That is absolutely ridiculous for a winger. Well done to him. Yeah, but that's good. A nice early lead. That's what we want to see. Clean sheet now, of course, and we'll be sitting pretty. Let's demand a little bit more again. Yeah, this is. I'm not saying this is last chance saloon for Messi, but you know we really need to see him doing something in this one, or else we might put him out to an early retirement. Especially given that Enrique's come in, especially last game, he did quite well, didn't he? Set up that one goal for Marin. Yeah, so we're not seeing much from Messi again. We could maybe look to give him a swan song on the final day of the season. I think we're at home to Blackburn on that one. So if things are going well, we could maybe bring him, dust him off for that one. But that's gone okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's a 1-0 lead. That's what we want. Do we say I'm not happy with that? I'm kind of thinking we do. I'm kind of thinking we do. These match ratings aren't fantastic. We'll try that. It's fired them up, so let's hope it works. I'm tempted to sit the fullbacks back a little bit, but I don't. We need a second goal ideally here, don't we? We'll give it a bit of a demand more. Yeah, I mean we're being outpossessed. They haven't. Messi's not having a good day, is he? All right, we're going to have to make a change there. It's just not his time, is it? I think that injury has just taken the impetus or whatever the word is I'm looking for, just out of his game, because he was doing really, really well. Missing for 3 months, he's still got it. We can see there, he's still got it. He's still a wonderful, wonderful player, but it's just not clicking for him. All right, this is more of a defensive throw. AR brings that down. Let's be sensible here, please, boys. We don't have to play out from the back. We don't have to. Oh, it's a risky pass. Come on, Rashid. Let's see what he can do. Can he beat his man? He goes inside for the lab. Go on, Labadovic. What's he got? Look for your Croatian teammate. He does. He finds Marin. Marin! Oh, it's a stunning save from Jack Butland. What a save that was. That should have been 2-0. Unlucky. Grealish now from the corner. Knocks it in. It's a little bit too close. AR picks it up. Finds Thor. What can he do? He sort of just does nothing. Gives the ball away, essentially. Are we going to get to that? We are. Kosic is there. Lumps it forward. Rashid with a flick on. And this highlight... There we go. It's becoming a bit scrappy there now. Marin is not having a good game. I did suspect that might be the case because, again, match fatigue players tend to not play well. Come on, boys. Keep our heads here. It's a lumped cross in. Oh, Kosic just said, no, it's not. I thought that was going to be a penalty for a second there. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, it's over the bar. All right, we are going to make a change here. We're going to stick Grealish out on the left. And we're going to bring Almeida on, I think, to play that advanced playmaker role. He's not completely natural in it, but he can do. And yeah, Grealish can play left wing. So it's a little bit, it's not perfect. It's not ideal to have to sort of pigeonhole players in a game like this, but it's sort of a case of needs must here. Leroy and Rodrigo are also match fatigued, so that's why I didn't ideally want to bring them on. What we might look to do now is just sit these fullbacks. We'll just put them back to support. Just be a little bit more cautious. Yeah. We don't need them bombing forward. We don't want to get ourselves caught out here by doing something silly like getting fullbacks forward unnecessarily. Oh, come on. This will be a massive 3 points, needless to say. Let's just start and close this thing down a little bit. And by a little bit, I obviously mean quite a lot. There we go. 5 minutes to go. The changes haven't taken place yet, so that's a little bit worrying. Hunt has walked straight in. Kostic just tackled it. It was a tackle through ball, but we've got away with it. Oh, that was not ideal. And now here comes the corner. Are we just inviting too much pressure on? It's away from Nepo, was it? Or Dali? It's a good block from Kostic. All right, use it, mate. Use it. We've got men getting forward. Maybe a little too many men getting forward. Oh, he's just given it away. He wins it back again. We've cleared it into the face of our teammate. Finally, we're breaking here. All right, lad. Pick your pass, mate. Pick your pass. He does. It's Jack Grealish. It's another good save from Butland. Oh, that was a big opportunity. It was kind of scrappy as well. All right, Dali. Waste your time, mate. There we go. Look at this. Expert time wasting. Throws it in for the lab. Back for Dali. Dali just... bit of an aimless ball in, if we're honest, and now they're coming away with it. They've got too many men forward. I don't like this at all. Oh, boys, come on, concentrate. Away. Oh, it's straight at Gaz. This is nervy. This is very nervy. Let's go defensive. Just try and hang on, boys. Just try and hang on. It was a big banana skin, this game. It was one I was worried about. Concentrate, boys. To the end. This should be it. Kostic, waste time, Eddie. Throws it in. Flick on from Rashid. Almeida. Can he win it? Oh, it's horrible. It's blocked, but that should be the final whistle. It's going to be a corner anyway, so we can waste time down by the corner flag. And there it is. That's a massive 3 points. That's a big hurdle. They were the 7th in the league, so they're the top team we have to play left this season. They were away from home. It's a good win, boys. That was a really good win. It's really important too, because Rodrigo should be back now, which means we can rotate him and Marin on the left wing role. We get our squad depth back now. Dali, I tell you what, he was wonderful, wasn't he, setting up the goal for us? Let's just say his defensive work was great. But there we go, a quick glance at the league table, and we are back 3 points clear. Keeps the pressure on Manchester United at just about... I mean, City need to pretty much win out now, don't they? With 3 games to go. Oh, it is getting very nervy. So I think what we'll do is we need to come straight back, don't we? It's the Premier League race is on. We're at home to West Ham, who are 16th. We should be able to win that, but you should be able to do a lot of things that you don't. So there we go. It'll be West Ham next time, and then we will go to Anfield in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. That's going to be massive. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villa. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for a Champions League semi-final. Take care.